Hey, this is David of Inspect Canada. One of the problems that we see in many homes is the fact that there's way too much moisture in there. We find there's water in the window tracks. It's bad for indoor air quality. It can start growing some mold here and there. There's nothing great about it. And that is often because some people don't use the fan in the bathroom, or when they come in, they turn the lights on, turn the fan. When they're done with the bathroom, with their showers, they just get out, turn the fan off when this room is still fully loaded with moisture. Then this moisture travels inside the home and then finds its way in the windows that are cold. It condensates, fills this up, deteriorates the seal. There's all kinds of problems that can arise because of that. So one of the recommendations that we often tell our clients is to install a timer instead. So whenever you take a shower, you push 30 minutes. If you're done in 10, 15, 20, then the fan's still rolling. Even if you turn the light off, the fan's still running and then sucks all this moisture out before it makes it out into the living space. So today I'll show you how easy it is to open this up, replace it with a timer, so that now we may at least have a little bit less of a problem with moisture. So give me a minute, I'll open this up and I'll show you exactly how it looks in there. Before I open it up, I just want to show you that we do have 3 switches right here. One is for the main light that is right in front of me here. Another one is for the fan, and the other one is for a light that is in the fan. So we have an old fan here with a heat lamp. Nobody likes those ones, so we'll do a video on how to replace that eventually. But we do have 3 switches. So this is the one right here that we want to work on. For this project here, we're not going to need a whole lot. We'll need a screwdriver. It's always good to get one with the insulated handle. And we basically need a timer. That's basically it. So let's get started. Alright, so I've got it open, but the first thing we want to do here before we start putting our hands in there is to shut the power off. So give me a sec, I'll do that. Alright, so I've got the power back on because I want to see which one of these wires is bringing the power to the fan. So I've got the power back on. So what I'm looking for is basically the hot and the load. So the hot is the wire that goes from the panel into the outlet. Then this one is in a series, so it's feeding the other outlet. So the one that's going to be hot is going to be the hot. So it's this one at the bottom right here, which is this, and the same one over here. Now the top one here is not doing anything because the switch is off. If I turn the switch on, the fan goes on. Now this is on. So this is what is feeding the power to this fan right there. Now this timer that we have here has 3 wires. The black one here is the hot, which is the same one as this one right here, the one at the bottom. Then we have a red one. This one is the load. So the load is the one that's bringing the power to the fan. And then we got a green one, which is going to be the neutral. And the neutral is in the back of the box. So that's where I'm going to hook this up. So now that we know that this is what is going to take the red wire, this one right here, and the black wire in the bottom, and the green wire in the back. So I'm gonna go and turn the power off one more time so that we work in a safe environment, and then I'll pull this apart, we'll throw that in there, and we'll conclude this project. Now, even though we did turn off the power, it's always good to use a little sniffer like this to make sure that the power is really out. I know the light is out and the fan is gone, but hey, let's just make sure we don't get a shock here. So let me take this one apart and then I'll install the other one. Now I'm gonna straighten these up a little bit so it's a little bit easier to work with. And we got this one here. You put it side by side, you twist it together, and then you use one of those Marette that they provided with the box here. We put it right on top. We turn this in there and make it nice and tight. Perfect connection. This one, I'm gonna do this a little bit differently. I'm gonna use these wire stripper. This is 14 gauge. I want them to be pretty much the same length. And then the little Marette. Okay, and then my green is gonna go in the back there. I'm gonna make it nice and tight. We have a screw we need to loose up here. So before I push all this in there together, I like to turn the power back on and see if we installed it properly. If it doesn't work, I don't want to have to pull all this out of there and redo it all again. So let me turn the breaker back on. All right, so let's see what's going on here. So this light is working fine. This other light is working fine. But is the fan timer working fine? Oh, I see a nice little green light right here. This is giving me hope. Oh, success! All right, so we know the fan is working. 10, 15, 30, even 1 hour, and let's shut this off. So let's put this back together, and then we'll conclude the project. So let me turn the power back off again. Now you will notice that there's a lot of stuff in this box, so we're gonna have to put everything in the corners and try to make this fit, because this box, if you look at it, it's not very small, and we got some big Marettes right here in the back. So I might struggle a little bit to put this back together, but I'm sure we'll somehow make it work. Alright, so I'm at my last screw here. I'm gonna go and turn the power on, and we'll make sure that everything is still working properly. Because sometimes when you push everything in there, you might disconnect something could go loose. So let me turn the power back on and we'll test this out. Alright, so far looking good. We got the light that's working fine here, the other light there, and how about this fan? 30 minutes, working great. So as you can see, wiring, adding a timer as opposed to just a regular switch like this, it's not very difficult. It took us roughly about maybe half an hour. I would add this as a tool just to double check that you don't have any power still in the system. You know, and having some needle nose pliers, that probably helps as well. But in general, you don't need a whole lot of tools. It's most of the tools you already have at home. And you know, like an hour for an electrician is roughly about 200 bucks. So they would charge at least that to do this for you. And now you can train your family or your tenants and everybody else that when you're taking a shower, first thing you do is you push on either the 30 or the 60 minute. You know, if you would buy a brand new condo nowadays, the fan in the bathroom, in the common bathroom, never turns off. They understand that this moisture needs to get out of here. There's not even a switch. So at least you do have a switch, But now you have a timer, you can let it run, get rid of this moisture right after your shower so that it doesn't travel inside the home and create some mold and some bad indoor air quality. So that's basically it. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please don't forget to subscribe and click the little bell so you get a notification. And we're very, very happy that you took the time to watch this video. If you have any questions whatsoever, please reach out to us. Keep in mind, if you're not comfortable around electricity, don't do that yourself. Just call an electrician and they'll come and do it professionally for you. All right, until next time, have a beautiful day.